Hey guys, so we've been receiving a lot of emails and messages on our videos asking if we want to have kids. A lot of people that's not familiar with our channel and checked out a couple videos ask if we do have kids, and if we don't, why don't we have kids? And we just want to address this topic and also open a discussion as well with our viewers. And what is your take on that?
My take on it is, okay, first of all, no, we don't have kids. And secondly, when people say, do you want kids? When are you going to have kids? Yes, we want kids. We love children. We have a niece and a nephew, and we have younger siblings, so we love kids. But my take on it is that, and our take on it is that we're waiting to have children. We didn't get married just because we were like, okay, let's get married and let's hurry up and have some babies. That's not why we got married. We got married because we wanted to get married and we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together and start to build a life together. So I know we both agree on this, but I'm sure my husband is going to elaborate on his point of view. But for me, I think for our relationship, we want to enjoy life. We want to enjoy married life, enjoy our life together, travel, finish furthering our education, finish working towards our career goals and our goals in life before having kids. And that's not to say that people that have kids and maybe they're still in school or they're still trying to get their career goals achieved, that's not to say anything about them, because everybody has their own opinion, their own life plans, and their own thoughts for their individual life. So this stuff that we're going to talk about here is just about us and our life and our relationship. Personally, we just want to wait to have children until we feel we're personally ready. Right now, even though we love kids, I wouldn't say that we're ready to have a baby like tomorrow, because we still have a lot of things that we want to do and we want to accomplish and we want to experience together before having children.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like stereotypical, because when people think that you're married, they think you're married because you have kids or certain things, and we got married because we love each other. It was nothing else that played a role in getting married. So I think it's a lot of stereotypes out there among young people that get married.
I agree.
Right?
Because we see people, and people that know that we've been together since high school and people that we know personally, when we see them, and if it's someone we hadn't seen in a while or seen in years, they don't ask us if we have kids. They say, how many kids do y'all have? And we're like, whoa, like we don't have any kids. It seems like it's expected for young couples that are married to have children. And there's nothing wrong with having children whenever you personally feel you're ready for children in your relationship. But just because someone is married, whether they're older or younger, doesn't necessarily mean that they have children or they have to have children just because they're married.
It's not only the viewers. Our mothers ask us all the time,
yes,
like, when we going to have kids, because our mothers only have one grandchild each.
Yeah.
So they want to know when we are going to have kids, and it's not just the viewers.
Yeah.
It's everybody. They always want to know, but I mean, they act like we're old, like, and there's no age requirement to have kids, but we're still young.
I'm 22.
Yeah, and I'm 25.
So it's like we still have things that we want to experience and that we want to do. And you can definitely have a life, achieve your goals, and do all those things if you have children. We're not saying that you can't do anything if you have children, and if you have children, oh, all of a sudden life is over. Of course not, because we don't think that, and we know that once we do have children, we're still going to be working towards building a better life for ourselves and also for our children. But it's just right now, plain and simple, we don't want to have kids right now. We love kids, we love children, and we definitely want kids in our future, just not right now.
Yeah. Having kids is like, you have to be structured.
Yeah.
And we just, some days we wake up and just you know, at the drop of a dime, we go and do something, you know,
go somewhere, travel, say,
if,
let's
you know,
do this.
And if we had kids, it would be more, you know, we would have to structure it and plan it out. You know, now, like I said, we wake up and do what we want.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a you know, a benefit of us being young and not having kids.
Right now, our main focus is ourselves and each other, and of course our family, helping our family, being there for our family. But right now, our main priority is ourselves, is us. And when you have kids, that changes from being just about you and your husband, you and your wife, and it changes to being about the kids. And that's how we feel. When we have children, we want to be able to completely and fully just invest most of our time, majority of our time, into our children, into being there for our kids, into raising our kids. And right now, with us both working and going to school and doing all these things, I just don't know where the time would come. And I wouldn't want the one thing that would kind of be, left behind and forgotten about and not get as much time as it should, would be the children. I would never want that to happen. So once we're in a place where we can say, okay, now we're ready to start a family, and you know, I want to be there with my baby, I want to be at home, I want to be taking care of babies, the kids, and still doing the things in my career. But at this point right now, my career is so fast-paced and I'm doing so much that I wouldn't have that time to really be the type of mother and the type of parent that I really want to be.
So if anybody is wondering like how many kids we want to have or so, like me, I know I will be satisfied with a boy and a girl.
And me, like, I really, really love kids. I always say that I want like 4 or like 5 because I love kids and I just love like big families. I definitely wouldn't want to have children back to back to back. You know, I think that sometimes I see families and they have all these cute little babies and they're just back to back to back. I just think, you know, I would want a little bit of space in between the children, maybe, you know, a few years in between. But I definitely love kids, so I would love to have like 3, 4, 5. But it all depends on, you know, what happens. We don't control that. We can't. Who's to say that, you know, when we get pregnant, I could have 3 babies at one time, or, you know, that's not in our control. So whatever we're blessed with, we'll be more than happy with that. And I know a lot of people don't really talk about these things and don't think about it, but if we weren't able to physically conceive children on our own, then I'm all for adoption, because I know that there's a lot of children that are in the foster care system and a lot of children that are up for adoption that need homes and need loving parents, and they really need that. So I'm all about adoption, and I don't see anything wrong with that if you aren't able to have children, just to share your love and share your household with a child that could really use it. So I know that my husband and I both agree when it comes to that. So there you have it. For those of you that have asked, there's your answer.
Like she said, you know, it's a lot of things going on right now, and we do want to have kids, and we will have kids, be it conceiving them naturally, or like she said, you know, sometimes in life you can't, and we will adopt. And like we said, we have our nieces and nephews and still younger brothers and sisters to look after. So only time will tell, and then once time tells, we will tell you guys. So, and now to the discussion part of this video. We want to know, how do you feel about having children in a relationship, and what are your views on it? Do you expect to get married since you have kids? Is it like, when we're just going to raise the kids, and if we get married, so be it, but you know, whatever happens, happens? We want to know your take on it. And should you get married just because you have kids?
We hope you guys enjoyed this video and continue to send the topics and things like that that you would like us to discuss, you can leave them down below in the comments. And if you like that topic and you would like us to discuss it, as long as it's appropriate. Some people be trying to get people to talk about stuff that's too personal or way inappropriate. But if you like that topic, just give it a thumbs up, and then we will know which topics you guys would like to see.
And we appreciate you guys watching as always. Until our next video, we'll see you guys later. Bye.